Hey everybody, it's Russ Curtis, professor of counseling. Thanks for being here. Thanks for liking and subscribing. I love this picture here. Years ago, students gave out superlatives to professors, and this was the one I got. Most likely to predict the next wave of counseling trends. And if I have any strength whatsoever, it is in, I think, kind of intuiting where the direction we might go in the behavioral health profession. And so I wanted to talk about the future trends in positive psychology as I see them. Now, I've gotten these from a lot of sources. I'm reading all the time. Some of these I think are uniquely mine. Some are just probably integrated with all the stuff I've read. So take what works for you, leave it, but let me know your comments. I really would like to hear what you think about this. Okay, first and foremost, from sports psychology, I think we're going to hear more in positive psychology about imagination and emotion. And what I mean by this is I want to feel better. I want to feel more meaningful, happier, and then working with clients to imagining feeling that right then and really anchor that emotion in. Okay, I may be depressed, but can I get to a point where I'm imagining feeling better, maybe even just 10% better, and really anchor that into the emotion? And is there music that can help me anchor that? Can I listen to that every day? Is there a photo I can look at? Is there a color associated? So anchoring the imagination and emotion of feeling what you want to feel in the moment. And this is what sports psychology is doing with sports success, feeling that you've had the best swim of your life or the best run or whatever it might be, feeling that that's happened right now so that you can get used to that feeling. So I really do believe this will be a wave in the future here. Also, positive psychotherapies. How are we using therapy in a positive light? I think there's going to be more emphasis on this. I've listed a couple that I think have positive bents, but there's more. And all of them can be fashioned as such. But person-centered, solution-focused therapy, acceptance and commitment therapy are great examples of, all right, where do you want to go? And there's also a deep-rooted belief in the person, the power of the person with these therapies. Other things, participating in the arts and how that improves well-being, nature, importance of humor and well-being, which I think ties into also with resilience and coping and post-traumatic growth. Engaging in social justice advocacy and well-being. How does that affect your happierness level? Employee well-being, and that will probably be spurred by grants from big businesses wanting to keep employees, particularly as we have a tightening labor market. The Generation Z is very small compared to the baby boomers that are just now retiring, and employers are going to have to do everything to keep their good employees. So I suspect we'll get a lot of grants there. The mental health apps for children and teens, a little bit ironic because we kind of need to get children and teens off of social media. But maybe what they're going to say is, hey, we're not going to have much luck getting them off social media, so let's make as much positive stuff that really does engage and attract them, that they want to engage in such stuff like well, let me talk about this in terms of positive education, because hopefully in the school systems, K through higher ed, we're going to see more mindfulness integrated, forgiveness, gratitude, using signature strengths, identifying your uniquenesses and using that. I'm also hoping that in a paper that we're working on now that we'll see less grading. We'll see more feedback geared towards learning and less grading. So another thing here is resilience and post-traumatic growth. What helps us build that? Because hardship's not going away. No matter how happy or positive you become, you're going to experience loss, you're going to experience heartbreak, you're going to get fired, you're going to experience economic stress, which may have nothing to do with you, could deal with the stock market or whatever. So you've got to learn how to cope, and dealing with and building your resilience, being able to deal with loss and rejection is going to be really important. And then lastly, I think this also gets into kind of the social justice and the diversity aspect, as well as personalized intervention using AI personality assessment. What I mean by that is being able to key in, and I already have my students doing this, how you define yourself. And yes, that can be test scores, but that can also be your ethnicity, your race, gender expression, sexual orientation. And then look at, well, what are the best types of positive psychology interventions that work for you? And of course, AI is just going to continue to get stronger with that. So I think that's something we will see as well. Anyway, that's what I've got so far. Let me know your thoughts on this, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Take good care.